We love living in San Diego, don't we? Our coastline and beaches are world famous. But by 2050, there could be more plastic than fish by weight in the world's oceans if we don't keep litter out of our waterways. And guess what? We can all do something about this. Later this month is the annual Creek to Bay Cleanup Day. There are nearly 100 cleanup sites, from places with high illegal dumping to parks where you can hunt microplastics with your kids. Here to tell us more about the Creek to Bay cleanup is Jenny Barros with I Love a Clean San Diego. Jenny, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Okay, explain to people how this works.
Well, we host San Diego's largest cleanup event, and it is called Creek to Bay, as you mentioned, and that means we have 100 cleanup sites on a single day. So in 4 hours, collectively, around 5,000 volunteers come together, and historically, we've been able to collect around 100,000 pounds of litter and debris in 4 hours together.
That's crazy that there's even that much out there.
It is. I know that's always a sad thing, but it's also something we're proud of to remove, because if it wasn't removed, then it would make its way through our watersheds, our storm drains, and eventually to our oceans. So as long as there is litter, we will continue to be here, but we're asking San Diegans to help us.
I read that 80% of the litter that ends up in the ocean comes from our waterways. So this stuff that falls out of somebody's recycling bin then can down the street, and it just keeps making its way to the coast.
Exactly. And our storm drain systems, those are not filtered. So everyone is familiar with the storm drains. We see them in our neighborhoods. That just goes directly out into our watersheds and empties out into our ocean as well. So the wind, rain, something tipping over, that will all make its way, yes, into our ocean.
Now, we see all the litter that's blowing around on our streets. So this is not just cleaning up along the coast. This is from Julian to Mission Bay.
Absolutely, and everywhere in between. So because there are 100 sites, so really you're going to find one very close to your neighborhood. I'd say within a 10-minute driving distance to everyone. So if you go to creektobay.org, you can look at those 100 sites, and maybe there's a park that you're particularly fond of, or a favorite beach, or a trail, or your own backyard, and we want you to sign up to volunteer and bring your friends and bring your family, and you can find a site that fits your needs, like you already mentioned.
And you said this is the 23rd year of the Creek to Bay cleanup. It's the largest cleanup day. And so what's the vibe like? They're actually having a good time, right?
They are. I think that it's special that there's so many people in one day, because you really do feel collectively very connected to the entire county. And it's really rare where 5,000 people in San Diego are gathered to do one initiative at the same time. So I think the energy is high. People are proud of what they're doing. They're having fun as well. They're enjoying themselves after the cleanup as well. And we're educating our residents as well. So you're not just picking up litter that day, but you're being educated about what is recyclable versus what isn't. What is hazardous waste? What is e-waste? Where can you properly divert those things? How can you reduce your waste? So it's an educational experience. It's a bonding community experience. And then, of course, you're making a big impact, which always feels good.
We were just talking about, there was, in North Carolina, a dolphin washed ashore dead, and they found a knotted up plastic bag in its stomach. And you said that actually happens a lot.
Yeah, we see it inside. We actually will teach that. We educate around 40,000 San Diego school children every year, and that's one of the educational materials we use, is to show the insides of birds and what that looks like when they've eaten the microplastics, because you will find that in a lot of dissections of animals.
And we talked about this, like if you show your kids how to clean up, they really hate litter and they want to keep cleaning up.
Oh yeah, they will be the ones to remind you. So sometimes my daughter will, remind me, Mom, wait, hold on, there's litter there, let's go clean it up.
Get it.
So it's great to have, like for young hands, kitchen tongs are great for picking up trash if you want your child not to touch it directly with their hands. I keep trash grabbers in my trunk and a bucket. So I think it will become part of your routine, and this is a great way to introduce it.
That's a good idea, to keep a cleanup bucket in your trunk.
Yeah.
So all you need to do, go to the website, see if there's a place near you, and you can sign up or not, just show up if you forget to sign up, right?
Yeah, it's best to sign up there, because we do have a maximum capacity.
Oh, okay.
Each one of these cleanup sites is permitted with a maximum capacity of how many people can be gathered in that one day.
Okay.
And there is a waiver to be signed, so you do actually need to sign up if you can.
Sign up.
Creektobay.org is where they can sign up. And it's really simple. You can be signed up in 2 minutes from now.
Okay, you see it Saturday, April 26th from 9 to noon. What a great idea, and get out and keep San Diego amazing. Thanks so much, Jenny, for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.